non-fungible, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny place. We're just holding to zero. It's our every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so after we say, zero holders are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible is the live in the tree. We're all on the zeros, our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Hell yeah, dude. Sometimes you got to let that song rip. You got to let it play all the way through because fucking A, that song just gets me in the zone. Gets me in the zone. Good morning, boys. Good morning. Good to see you. Troyna, good morning. CJ, GM brother. DK, good morning. Bunny, what's up, man? Good to see you. Rocky, good morning. Rarebo, good morning. Dude, I saw you had some kind of win, a raffle or something, and I don't know exactly what it was, but I want to hear about it. And I think you bought a mutant. Did I see that right, that you got a mutant? Oh, there we go. Okay, so the raffle was the mutant. Good shit, dude. Okay, so here's the question. Are you keeping the mutant? Are you keeping the mutant or are you selling the mutant? You can't lose. You can't lose. Deathster's looking more and more interesting. It is. If the token can stay stable enough and you're getting a chance to either collect something cheap or get to flip it real quick, you kind of, it's kind of interesting. I like Deathster. Nice win for you, man. Nice win. Okay. My video yesterday, by the way, I just want to play Mugenics. I just want to fucking play Mugenics, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to stream that today. I want to. Man, I want to badly. Which is why, man, I should just delete it right now. And this is going to be a real problem. This is going to be a real problem. I should just delete it right now. I want to just delete it from my computer. Okay. Last cycle that I've told this story, I smashed my Xbox so it wasn't a distraction. Because I'm like, I'm not as disciplined sometimes as I would like to be. So last time, we're talking 2021, I wasn't even a big gamer, but it's like I would go, it's always calling to me. And then I play and I don't like games. It's the weirdest thing. I want to like games and I go play them and I don't like them, but I still will go and try. So last time I took a hammer to my Xbox. It worked. No distraction. Nothing to distract me. I didn't watch TV, movies, didn't play games, nothing, locked in. Okay, I've strayed far from that. But I still didn't have a game that had me hooked. Binding Isaac, but yeah, I can play that in these short 10-minute, 30 minutes at the most little bursts. Well, I can do it once a day. That's fine. The problem is Mugenics is so good and so addicting, and it's on my PC. And I can't smash my computer. I can't smash my PC. It's an actual problem where I smashed the Xbox because I knew if I just uninstalled the games that I like to play, I would just reinstall them, right? So I smashed the Xbox so there was no way for me to play them. I can't smash my computer. I gotta dial. I gotta dig fucking deep. And I gotta fight this thing. Because goddamn, that game's phenomenal. I don't know if DK, hang on. Did I see DK? Did I already say GM to DK? I don't think DK is here. Okay. Dude, I might have to smash it. It's so fucking good. And I keep seeing screenshots that show me that like the stuff that I'm having fun with only gets better, crazier. There's bazookas in the game. There's crazy different kind of enemies. You can turn into a zombie. There's like weirdo ass shit. Like we experienced 1/10 of how crazy it gets. But we did stream last night or yesterday afternoon, and we beat the whole first Act 1. I think we beat Act 1. We got to the meat door. Probably doesn't make sense if you didn't watch it. We got to the meat door. We couldn't get through the meat door. I think, sometimes there's these random items and you don't know what they're for. There's either a random item or a random character you must take to the meat door. I wonder if it's that pink bow. I don't know. I need that game not in my life. So I'm not going to stream it today. I am not going to play it until I get a whole bunch of work done. But my God, I'm telling you boys, that game really, really, as a little ass indie game, might win Game of the Year. And I think it's going to be considered the best roguelite or roguelike game out there, period. It's fucking phenomenal. I hate it. It's coming to consoles too. And I wish it came to consoles at the start because I would have bought it there. I would have bought it on console and then I would have smashed my console. That would have been so much better. But it's on PC. It is coming to console. The game's phenomenal. I love it. I can't even put into words how much I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. And like, this is what sucks. I don't have time, right? Like, I like all of you guys. We're busy fucking people, right? I think we're all pretty busy people. So now I'm sacrificing sleep for it, and I don't have a ton of that to sacrifice either. This game came out Tuesday. I have 21 hours in the game somehow. Somehow I have 21 hours in the game. This is not good. That's 21 hours that could be me on the timeline pump and swarm. That's what I need to be doing. So I think I need to be a grown-up here, and it's no games at all, or it's no games till no games until swarm price up. No games until X number of posts. No games until I've accomplished everything I could accomplish. Because, man, I'll tell you, Rarebo. I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you, Mugenics is special. I think Mugenics is a once in a decade kind of game. It's that good, and I don't think it's hyperbole. I think it's that good, and I think the way we're seeing people talk about it on the timeline, it's better than Arc Raiders. It's different. It's absolutely crazy what a game that is. Crazy. Okay, I learned a couple things yesterday. Yesterday was a big day. No, I don't know. I don't know why, man, but my video, my morning stream, I got it copyrighted. It's like you won't find it on the channel. The Mugenic stream is there, but you won't find. I don't understand YouTube. I don't understand it at all, man. Okay, Mugenic stream yesterday. We streamed like 3 hours playing that game. Again, fucking waste of time. So fun. But my morning stream's gone. It's gone because at the end of the stream yesterday, it played the like Spider Noir trailer, and I get copyrighted for that. I don't understand how these guys out there. I don't get how people out there do like trailer reactions and there's content, there's channels that are just for that stuff. I don't know how they do it when you get copyrighted if you play the trailer. I don't get it. Yeah, it got zapped, man. It sucks. I mean, also whatever, because not a lot of people watch after, but somebody like Choina does, and I appreciate that a ton. And it's gone because I played a minute-long trailer of something that I see other people play. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. You probably didn't miss a ton, Choina, because I did play probably an hour of the end of it was Mugenics. I played Mugenics. What else did we talk about? We talked Death Stir. You didn't miss a ton, I don't think. But I learned that I don't understand copyright rules on YouTube, and I hate that. I fucking hate that. I also learned something else. I actually think this would make a good tweet. I think it would make a really good tweet. I learned that I'm terrible at picking out flowers, and I didn't know this, dude. I didn't know. I thought I was actually really fucking good at it. I did. I like real talk. I thought genuinely believed I was good at picking out flowers, and I've always thought that. And when I get flowers for the missus and prior, whatever, I'll spend the time and I'll look over the flowers and I'll pick like the best looking bunch, and then I'll even get them home and I'll arrange them. So I was out at the store yesterday with my daughter, and we're picking out flowers, and she's showing me shit she likes, right? To get my wife. And I'm like, no, this one. I'm like, this. I'm like, dude, Lila, I'm like, I'm pretty good at this. I'm like, I'm pretty good at picking out flowers, right? And she's like, I'm like, no, I'm pretty good at it. Like, ask your mom. So she texts my wife and says, Dad thinks he's really good at picking out flowers, or Dad says he's really good at picking out flowers. And her reply is, OMG, he thinks he's so good at picking out flowers. And then I think it was like, LOL. And he also thinks he's so good at arranging flowers. LOL. That kind of shit. I think that's probably a direct quote too. Changed my life. Changed everything. Changed fucking everything. Changed everything. I think she's playing it off like it was a joke that she knew I was going to read it or something. I don't think so. I think I'm not good at picking out flowers, dude. I think I suck at it. Yeah. See, I thought I was doing good. I thought I did a really good job. I pay attention to like making sure things are spread out and that like your eye is drawn to certain places and I put like levels to it a little bit. Like I'm kind of like I kind of probably take it like I do most things. I probably take it too far, right? I probably take it probably a little too far. But apparently it sucks. Sucks ass. So I'm like, okay, now I think we've got some new lore building in the family. I'm going to start looking for the worst looking flowers. Going to start looking for the worst looking flowers. That's going to be my new thing. I'm just going to get the shittiest looking flowers I can find, and I found them. I got to get a picture or something. And these scraggly looking, dried up, purple bulby looking things, and they're like scraggly. There's like I think like 7 stems, and they're long. 7 stems with this like purple bulb that like looks like it's dead and hanging over. So I grabbed that. And I bought this little, like, looks like a tiny milk jug, like a real thin vase, looks like a little milk jug, like a single serve milk jug. And I put them in there. Like, that's your flowers. There you go. That's what you're getting now. She loved him. God damn it. She loved him. I think she loved him. So I think that means that it's all true. I think it means I'm really bad at picking out flowers, that when I'm looking to get awful flowers that look great, I think it's all true. And that just changes everything for me. It does. It changes a lot. Kind of. I was gonna say kind of a bummer. No, new lore. We got new family lore that now every holiday she's gonna get what I hope are the worst looking flowers, and they'll probably be amazing. I wish I could find them. Purple dried up flowers. I wish I could find what they looked like. I might be able to find them. But they look like they look dead. Let's see. Let me see if I can find those fuckers. What's up, Mike Bennett? I think that I want to tweet that out later because I just think it's a funny story. But especially if I show the picture of them, I'm really curious what people think, if they look awful or if they actually look kind of cool. I'm worried they look cool. I'm worried they look good. What's up, Matt? How are you, man? Hoods, good morning. By the way, we got to talk Mike Bennett today. We're going to talk a little Mike Bennett because Mike Bennett's been cooking. Okay, closer to this fucking thing than anything else. It's closer to like that. It almost looks like a fucking weed, but it's but like a little better. All right, I'm not gonna spin wheels here too. Wait, is it those? It's these fuckers close to that, but they hang over. They like hang over. Close to that, but not that. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I won't find it. I'm gonna have to tweet it out later. I got to tell the story because I think it's a fun story. I suck. I fucking suck. For 20 something, 30 years, I thought that's a gift of mine. It's like an eye for flowers and arranging. And no, man, I'm just trying to find these flowers I bought for the missus yesterday that I thought were hideous. So I bought them for that reason, and I think she might have actually liked them. Stay tuned. I'll find them. I'll tweet it out later. I gotta actually hang on. Are they like that? It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. All that matters is everything I thought was true and real is not real. It's not real. The gift I thought I had is not a gift. Okay. I'll tweet. I'll get it out later. Whatever. It's the thought that counts, or something. The only flowers that are awesome, there's 2 types of flowers that are actually awesome. 2. There's only 2 out of the whole fucking world. There's 2 flowers that are actually amazing. Honeysuckle, amazing, and lilacs. This is the only flowers like that are fucking awesome. Especially lilacs are the best. Lilacs. It's kind of Honeysuckles are awesome. But lilacs is kind of why my wife and I argue about who picked my daughter's name, my middle girl, Lila. I picked it, but it's because lilacs, and just I thought it was a pretty name. But lilacs are the fucking best. Best flower ever. They smell the best. They don't last long, which is a bummer, right? They don't last. The season for lilacs is so short, and then when you bring them home, they dry up in like a couple days. But lilacs are they're the god tier flower in every way, in every fucking way. Tulips are cool, but lilacs are god tier. That's it. There's nothing that beats a lilac. Honeysuckle, I only have I've got fond memories of them because my mom would tell me when I was little you can eat them and that they taste sweet. So I would just pick them and eat them, and I don't think they taste sweet at all, but I still do that. Dude, you have to. If you live where lilacs grow, you have to have a lilac bush at your place. You have to. And so, when it's season here, which is coming up in a couple months, right? Just driving around, if we see them, we'll stop and pick them, and they're the best. There's nothing that beats lilacs. The best. The best. The best. The fucking best. Also yesterday, cool. Went out driving with my daughter for the first time. I got my license now, so first time took her driving just a little bit. It was pretty cool. She's awesome. All right, let's do some talking. Quick peek at the market. And I want to chat about what might be happening in AI that's kind of NFT related. It's kind of interesting. Oh, one more thing, and it's a question for you guys. Who's a gym bro? Who here's a gym bro? Who knows a good amount about creatine? Because I'm about to chug some creatine here, but I got a question. Where's my gym bros? Yeah, dude, this is now the Flower Alpha show. This is funny. Okay, I'm telling my friend Kim about this too. And she said, I swear flowers are a scam. I'd rather walk in nature and pick some wildflowers. Do women not like flowers? Do women not actually like flowers? Is that a scam? Is that a big old meme? Okay, CJ, you've seen the studies that say 20 grams of creatine is good for your brain. Like if you're tired, it wakes you up. You've seen those studies? Like in the past year or two, I've seen a lot of that, right? 20 grams, which sounds like a lot. Like normal dose is 5. I know if you're in that load up period, I think you can do 20 or whatever, but dude, it's funny. I'm so skinny, and it's because I'm all atrophied. It's fucking hilarious. When I start, here's what I do. I go from like I am now, I'm skinny. I haven't lifted in now a little over a year. It sucks. I need to get back into it, but I get real skinny. But because when I get in this mode, I don't do anything. And then when I start lifting and I do creatine, I look so different so fast. That's like anybody I think, but I go to extremes. I don't go from normal active to then lifting and that little swole look you get from creatine. I go from skinny, atrophied, cancer looking motherfucker to then bulky because my muscles get saturated. They go from nothing there to then saturate. It's funny, dude. It's funny. That'd be fun. That'd be fucking fun. I need to get, I not that I need to, I want to, and I'm going to. I go in spurts with everything, right? I get super motivated, and sticking with stuff is hard. I've definitely stuck with lifting for years before, but I do need to get back into it. So I'm about to mix some creatine now. I just don't know what 5 grams even looks like. I lost my scooper, so my creatine says 5 grams, but I need 4 times that amount. I need 20 grams for the brain effect, because that's what I'm looking for. You take 5 a day, not to bulk up because your doctor told you. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is the boomeriest fucking show, I think, period, dude. It's kind of awesome. I don't have a scooper, so I got a teaspoon. I got a spoon. I got a spoon. Can I just scoop? Is it 4 scoops? 4 scoops of that? And is that, I remember back in the day, a bunch of creatine would wreck my stomach, right? I would get the fucking bubbly whatever. I'm gonna take 20 grams creatine, but lost my scooper. How many spoon? What? I've got my drug scale. I've got my fucking little drug scale. I could go bust that out. A level teaspoon, small one you use, is roughly 3 to 5 grams. A level teaspoon, like level to the lip of it. I have to. That's all I got, Matt. I got to do that. For 5 grams is 1 level teaspoon. Oh, slightly rounded. Okay, so I can do basically like a big heaping teaspoon, right? So I can do like a heaping teaspoon. Probably comes like probably is about. Yeah, I bet that's right. I bet like a big heaping teaspoon of it's probably 20, right? Okay. Okay, hang on. Two heaping? This stuff's old and clumpy, but it's not expired. I think it'll work. Okay. So like this is so clumpy. So like 2 of that, or should it be heaping like a big old scoop? Like that. Do we do that? I think that's got to be 20. I used to be able to eyeball this shit. I used to be so good at that stuff from like DMT and like, stuff. Why would I say DMT and then other stuff is stuff? That's too much. But isn't that 20? I need 20. I need 20 fucking grams. I need 20 grams. Oh, and also, people say to eat it, right? Shove it in your mouth and eat it, and that's the weirdest thing ever to me. But like, you guys ever had kratom? You guys ever had anybody ever had kratom? Where's my kratom bros? That's 20. Thank you. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I think for day 1, I'm just gonna eyeball it like a little heaping. Kratom, I'll eat dry. Kratom, I'll take a spoon and shove it in my mouth and swallow it. This, I don't know if I can. But with kratom, I can. I'm gonna go this. I don't want to shove this in the fucking mouth and choke on it. But kratom I can do, which is like eating sand. Half of that shit is 20 grams. I thought like this would be. I thought a scoop like that would be like 5. I'm going for 20. All right, fuck it. Let's do pussy mode here today. We'll do that. We'll do that. It's like one heaping little spoon. There we go. That'd be badass. Would this be 20? Should I just get out the fucking? Yeah, let's just do that. And again, I'm mixing it. I'm not throwing it in. I'm not going to choke on this today. We'll just chug that. I just want more. Okay. Every time I've read those studies, I've had creatine, right? And I would have what was it? Probably 5 to probably no more than 10 grams, probably closer to 5. And I never got the brain effects for it. They say it makes you like 22%, like, I don't know, 22% like better brain function when you do 20 grams. And I don't think I've ever gotten there, man. Yeah, CJ, I've heard that too. But again, all these studies say 20 grams in the morning wakes your brain up. You get like 20 something percent better function. Fuck it. I need to measure this. This is now a science experiment, Hang on. We got to measure this. Okay. We've got so many things have been put on this, so many amazing things. This has been a big part of my life at earlier times, earlier days. The good old days, you know what I mean? What a special fucking friend that is. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let's get some foil. I got to get foil. Let's do this right. I can tell who's been there before. Right? I can tell who's been there before. I can tell who's lived that fucking life, you know what I mean? I can tell who's lived that fucking life. It's a good life. I miss it. You know what I mean? Like I miss it. It was the funnest time of my life. The funnest time of my life. Okay, if you don't have the little like kind of like bowl thingy that comes with the scale, I just take foil and I make a little. You got to you learn to improvise fucking everything, dude. You learn when you live that life, you improvise everything. So I take the foil and I make a little bowl and I'll put it on the scale and I'll tear it or whatever it's called. And then I'm going to scoop the creatine right into there. You just get resourceful. No. That'd be fucking hilarious to fucking smoke this out of a foil bowl or something. Yeah, foil's magic, dude. All right. Okay. So now let's see if the scoop I had before was like 20 grams. I think it was probably around there. And if so, then no, actually, I'm gonna go with I think that scoop I did before was probably like because I'm gonna get about the same. I bet that was like 10. I'm thinking that was like 10-ish. In fact, I think I made that foil too small. But let's see. And then we're gonna get to the NFT stuff, I promise. Okay. Promise. Okay. I think we were actually I had a little less. I think we were about there. You can't see it, which is a bummer. I really wish I could upgrade the gear. Oh my god, dude, that's only 6. That's only 6 grams. So that's 6 grams. So what I got in the cup now is probably 6 grams plus this would be. So dude, 4 scoops. I need 4 scoops. It's just gonna make at worst it'll make my tummy upset, right? At best, my brain's gonna be like fucking. I'll be on it today, right? Okay, so one big, like one, not even big, one heaping spoon is 5 to 6. So we're at 10 grams now. I don't know if I'm gonna do 20. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because if that like, I've been there where it like kind of fucks your stomach up, right? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Matt, definitely that. Definitely that. I got dialed into like being able to eyeball stuff though with like literally because of DMT. That's what got me like good at like eyeballing weights. Which by the way, it's funny I can talk about that and no copyright ban, whatever. Like that's okay. That's okay, but God forbid I show a fucking Spider-Man trailer. God forbid you show Spider-Man. God forbid you help with their marketing. Crazy ass. I want to make some of that again. I really do. That is when the kids are a little older, I'm going to get back into my old ways. Go explore the psycho verse, the psycho whatever. What I don't know what to even call it these days. By the way, Barack Obama confirmed aliens. Did you guys see that? Did anybody catch that? That's a real story. Barack Obama confirmed aliens are real. And then this fucking guy who interviewed him. Here, I'll play that. We'll get a copyright again. Barack Obama confirmed aliens are real, and then the guy who's interviewing him didn't ask any follow-up questions. Like, what is like what are people doing, man?
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
Yeah, that's real. But how does somebody not ask him? No, I don't know who DJ Vlad is either. How How do you not ask a follow-up question to that, man? I don't know who DJ Vlad is. Oh, is it this? And yeah, not AI. And Matt, what, are you talking the alien thing here? Yeah. We would talk more about it if they said anything more. How the fuck do you say aliens are real and then you don't ask anything else? What kind of aliens and like what do we know about them? Even if you haven't seen them, like what do we know about them? He didn't ask anything. That's fucking insane. All right. If in, I don't know, if in an hour my tummy ain't off from that, because that's not crazy. Like 10, that's 10 to 12 grams. If I'm all good there, I'll go another 10. I want the brain effects, dude. I really do. I'm looking for any kind of brain improving, whatever. Um, so that looks fake, Musty. Well, not fake, but fucking, yeah, fake. Yeah, fake. Fake's a good way to put it. God damn it. I just want to play eugenics. That's all I want to do. Okay. Who also, so much stupid shit out there. Who also saw the dunk competition? Yeah, he's trolling. I wish that were real. I hope that like wakes my brain up a bit. That'd be awesome. Who saw the dunk competition? I can't. This will get me copyrighted for sure, right? Well, we'll skip the audio. This is embarrassing, dude. They really should cancel. They should do away with this. This sport. I argue with my kid a lot. Look, he's not wrong when he says this, but he always says LeBron James is the best player ever. I mean, you're okay. If that's your take, you're not wrong. You're not wrong if you think LeBron is the best basketball player ever, right? You're not. You're not wrong. But also, Michael Jordan was the best player ever. The NBA sucks now, dude. I don't even watch it because the last time I watched it, it's so fucking awful. The game's awful, and I think the talent sucks. Don't get me wrong, there's some great players, but the game is awful, and the talent in the league is not what it was before. And I tried explaining that to my kiddo, right? I'm like, Michael Jordan, the way he dominated back then when the game was so different, and I think the talent was so great. I'm like, he's different. Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time. This is the kind of talent in the NBA. Like, you'll see, it's a trick fucking play, shot, whatever. You'll see. But like, this is embarrassing, dude. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. That's our all-stars now. Fucking amazing. And then wait till you see the dunk that won the competition. Wait till you see this fucking bullshit. Wait till you see this, man. I hope you didn't see it. I hope this is your first time seeing it. This, guys, you can think back to all the classic dunks, like the Vince Carter 360 under the leg craziness, and the MJ dunk, like the MJ dunk, crazy. There's so many fucking amazing dunks at the dunk competition. This is the dunk that won the competition yesterday. You won't even believe it when you see it.
Something special's coming.
Wait, no audio. You won't even fucking believe this. Something special's coming. This is the dunk that won the competition. A little like weak ass windmill. That's the dunk that won the competition. Musty's saying he only won because the other kid missed his dunk. which fair. But to have that be the winning dunk, that's what you put out there, the safest, weakest, fucking embarrassing, dude. Embarrassing. That just like, doesn't that just sum up like everything? Doesn't that sum up life now? How like watered down and weak everything is now? That's a 5. That's a 6.5. That's a 5. That doesn't belong. That doesn't belong. You shouldn't even be attempting that dunk here. That's not what you should be doing here. Embarrassing, dude. I bet 10 that the kid who won would lose because the other kid was just looking better. But then the other kid missed, so damn. That. Fuck all that, dude. It's so stupid. Everything is so fucking lame. It's why eugenics is so great. I'll tie everything back to eugenics because it's great. Let's make things like fuck MAGA, right? Fuck make America great again. Just make fucking everything great again. Like, fuck, man. Like, why don't we care about stuff being awesome and like quality and depth to it and just like stupid. Stupid. This is the world now. Unfucking believable. Especially again when you look at here's another one from last night. Yeah, watch this. This also was performed. This epic fucking feat was performed yesterday at the dunk competition. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. No, he's not going to jump over them. Nope. Wait till you see this fucking epic throwdown. How about that? How about that fucking monster dunk? Concept of eugenics. No, it is that. It is eugenics. The game's called eugenics. You're breeding cats. You're working towards, and I think there's I don't know the deeper story yet. It's still kind of unfolding, but you're breeding cats and trying to get their traits. Like you're trying to breed, I think, perfect cats, but they all turn into they're all monsters. Musty, my wife thinks I'm crazy, but I tell her everything's so whack and weak and soft, and that's why I decided to get fully tattooed. It's your way of feeling doing something hard and alive, dude. Yeah. It's dude, it's true. It's true. It's true. Like everything's pussified now. Yeah. That's the trap. I think it's on us to just not do that, though, to not be that, to don't just go through the motions. And I'm guilty of doing that way too much. Like this hit me. I had mentioned this a couple months back, but was a couple months back we were playing a card game, and it was like a what was it? Like an apples to apples or no cards for humanity kind of bullshit thing. The fun game, whatever it was. And it was like who around there playing thinks they're like not tamed, but they're actually super tamed. And somebody played that card. My wife said me. And that hit me, dude. That hit me. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I'm going through the motions. I think I'm not, but I am. I'm just like on fucking autopilot, fucking easy mode, going through the motions. Hit me, dude. Hit me. When I think I'm not, and then that, and then that, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I am. And I am. I was. Kind of still am, and I don't want to be. And actually, if you're playing games and you're watching this shit and all that, you kind of are. Because I think the guys who are not going through the motions, who are really getting after something, they don't got time for this stuff. But it's I don't know. It's funny because I was gonna say it's hard to not go through the motions because you have to fucking play their game now. But also it's hard to not go through the motions. It's never been easier to probably break out of that too. It's probably never been easier to break out of that. Dude, it's okay. We pretend we're not, but we all are most of the time, which is fine. because life is easy and we should be grateful, but we got to stay hungry. It's funny, dude. Because like even a lot on this show, I'll say normies, like talk about normies. Normies don't do this. Normies don't do like to be really, really real. We're all normies too. It's fun to have our thing and think that it's like cutting edge, secret, kind of very unnormy stuff. In a way it is. Don't get me wrong. In a way it is. But when you're not being a normie, and it's not just being like a little quirky and doing a little different stuff, right? It's fucking, you don't even recognize normal humans. I've been there briefly. I lived there briefly for a couple years. I lived there where I didn't even recognize people. I couldn't now, like that's autism too. And that's also like the afterglow of like psychedelics. But I had like a good 2-year stretch where I couldn't even relate to people. I couldn't. And maybe that was psychosis too. Could have been that. But I couldn't even relate to people. Talking and I'm like, I don't even care. I know what you're saying. I know where you're going. I couldn't care less. It's not even fucking possible for me to care less. It's like, I'm like, man, you're going this way and I'm going sideways. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, oh, that show and movie, you shut up. I don't care. I think now being an outlier is just a guy who just goes to work, doesn't side hustle and shit. I feel like that type of man is a minority in the States. Hang on. I think now being an outlier is just being a guy who just goes to work and does. Really? You think that's the outlier? You think the outlier thing is the guy who, it's not a bad point. But even like the side hustle stuff, you know what I mean? Like the 24/7 hustle thing. I think a lot of people do that and they're still playing in the rules of the game and they're hustling in the game itself. And so they're still doing, well, to your point, what everybody's doing. That's true. That's actually a good point. I think there's a smarter hustle out there. It's always that thing, work smarter, not harder. I can always see how that, I've lived how that works. I've seen how that works. I mean, man, the real fucking goal is getting there where the thing you're doing is so different from everybody. The work is different. The money's different. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, though. You're right. That is an everybody thing now. There's got to be something different. It's got to be out there. Whatever it is, I think is some IRL thing. I don't know what that is. That's true, though. 24 and that 24/7 thing, I think, sucks. It ties right into the whole thing I think is coming where AI is not going to replace our jobs. It's going to get us away from the 24/7 hustle. That's what I really, really deep down believe that the AI thing is not the great job replacement, and that still will happen eventually. But right now, what's coming is the not having to do the 24/7 hustle. It's going to be 9 to 5 and it's going to be weekends free. It's going to be 30-hour work weeks kind of stuff and make the same money, stay as productive, all that. That's what I think is happening, which would be awesome. And then if you do the 24/7 hustle with the tools that everybody else is using to just throttle back, I think you get kind of far ahead. Anyone who just goes to work and goes home, yeah. It's true, dude. It's true. There's a lot of those still too that just go to the office, come home. I hated that life. That is the worst life, right? The worst life. And it's hard to escape it too, because when you do that, I just think back to when I commuted downtown, right? So it was up at 4 or 5 a.m. It's the hour and a half train ride to the city. It's work the 9-hour day, and then the hour and a half back home. It really was 2 hours because it was the train ride was an hour and a half. So 2 hours, so 4 hours round trip. And then by the time you're home, you've already put in 14 or 15 hours, and you don't have time to get out of that fucking. You don't have time to get out of that grind, man. You don't. If you're doing that, you don't have time to get out. So you sacrifice sleep, and you can throw an hour or two a day at something else to try to dig out of that. That is the ultimate trap, man. That's the ultimate trap. Yeah. Yeah. It's the it's so hard to get out of that. If it weren't for COVID, I would probably be stuck there. If it weren't for COVID, I would probably be doing that still right now. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay, so AI agents have possibly found an NFT collection that they like. This might be fake too, by the way, but maybe not. Some of you guys remember these OK Computer NFTs from last year. I've got some somewhere, I think, and I might have sold them. I don't remember now. I don't know if this is fake, as in humans LARPing, or if this really happened, but people are talking about this thing, and the NFT collection's up about NFT agents negotiating a sale of an OK Computer NFT. And so, like, an agent listed this thing for 1 ETH, and then another agent wanted to buy it, so it finagled them down to 0.041. Here's the whole conversation. And again, I don't know if it's real, man. It sucks that nothing's real anymore. So, like, or enough isn't real that you just don't know. You lean towards everything's fake. But yeah, AI agents on. It's not Moltbook. Is it? Is that? It's not Moltbook. What is that? I don't even know what platform that is. It doesn't look like Moltbook. But anyway, 30 messages back and forth. Get that price down and it's sold. Pretty cool. If it's real, it's pretty cool. I think it could be the worst life. But sometimes I think life is underrated. Hang on. I think it can be the worst life. Oh, commuting. Yes, dude. Yes. But sometimes I think that life is, like, like for the stability and being able to go on autopilot. Don't get me wrong. There's something to be said for that. Just easy mode. And it's also not, it's not easy because it's not super satisfying, but it is easy mode, that job security. I've never felt like the stress I've felt the past 5 years working for a startup. That's weird. I've never, like, I always worked at a company, like a big company, Fortune 500 company, right? And you just always feel secure, always. You never even question losing your job, even though that happens when you work in certain parts. Like working in IT, like I never felt my job was threatened, and I did good work, right? Never felt my job was threatened. There's some to that peace of mind. And I felt good about where I'm at the past year. I mean, not year, 5 years. But it's different. And there's been times where it gets scary, dude. That startup life is different, man. That's a different kind of, like, well, I don't know what next month might look like. Like, genuinely don't know. For the first time ever, been faced with that over the past few years, like it's happened. If it's real, the agents were told to get an NFT and negotiate. Possibly. I mean, not even possibly. Almost definitely. The reason this could be real and they could have found it on their own. I mean, they had to be pointed. They did not discover these on their own. They definitely were told, here's an NFT that does this. The OK Computer NFTs are these like on-chain computers. So I think you can like run code on them on chain. You can host a website or an app on chain with them. So like I can picture there's functionality for an agent that makes them think like, oh, I can do something with that, right? But they have to be pointed at it first. Also, the guy who's posted this is an engineer with BankerBot. And I think the marketplace where it's sold, I think this is a marketplace, or this is where the NFT sale happened at least. He also is part of. That's what I've been hearing. At least people are telling me that. And yeah, okay. All that went down on his own site. So now this is feeling pretty fake. Now it's feeling fake if he's got a site here that's like an NFT marketplace and like a forum for agents to talk. Now it's feeling kind of fake. And maybe it might not be, but it's feeling a little more fake. And that's what somebody told me, is that it was bullshit. The digging I did, like when somebody told me it's bullshit, I went out and dug into it. I'm like, okay, it's fake. I'm assuming I'm going to find tweets that prove it's fake. No, there's not. I didn't find any tweets that say it's fake. And I didn't see anybody even calling it out as fake either. So I found nothing. I didn't find anything about it being fake. What I did find is, I think, pretty interesting, which is, let's show it here. Here, let's go to OpenSea. What I did find is NFTs, that collection being basically at an all-time high. They got to 0.07. These were 0.02 or 0.03 like, a week or two ago. So at 0.07, I found that the NFTs are being burned now for something. I think there's some kind of functionality you unlock when they're burned. I don't know what. And that volume's starting to crank. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's people trying to front run agents. I don't know if that's other agents. Like, I don't know. This has got to be people. Yeah, this is people. But I think also we saw a rare one sell for like, over half an ETH. It might have been an ETH even. But yeah, these are kind of cooking right now. There's 0.1, 0.19. I don't know if it's got to be a rare one. Yeah. Oh, was it a Pepe? Yeah, it's a Pepe one. I think I saw one rarer go. I think it was like 1 ETH plus, or like around 1 ETH. There's 0.2. It's another Pepe. Here, okay, 0.69. So one sold yesterday for 0.69. So, dude, like, LARP or not, I should find mine and just sell them. For the computer things, the functionality, who pays the compute? I don't know. It's them being on base means, at least configuring them, using them is not going to cost you a lot, but I don't imagine they do anything super complicated either. So I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I think I have some somewhere. I remember buying 2. I'm so forgetful now. I probably sold them at some point just cuz. But real or not, gotta say, man, NFTs got some life. And there's a lot of action in NFTs. Like, not a lot like, back in the days, not like that, but like, man, is it worth still looking and playing? I think so. I actually really think so. I've had a very good year so far, and most of it in NFTs. Actually, at this point, thanks to Deathstir, it's probably 50-50. But it's been a it's been a way better year than I thought. I also try to keep in mind, floor price in terms of dollars has got to be what? 0.06 $100? Is that like $100? $120. This is it has an interesting story. It's the only NFT collection that's actually like a partnership with BankerBot. Like, it is kind of an official collab, right? 100% on chain. Web3 GeoCities, games, message boards, right? I should dive into these a little more. But man, NFTs are very interesting right now. Okay, that said, we started off this year. Look, you can't say we started off hot. We have not had a hot beginning of the year, but there's been some volume, right? People, you're hearing stories out there of people winning here and there. And remember, when every time that happens, it ends very abruptly. And then it's dead out there for weeks or months. Dead. I have a feeling, I think we're heading right back towards that, because again, there has been some stuff. There are NFT collections minting out. There are people buying on secondary all over the place and making money, and not life-changing money, not crazy stuff, but we're seeing those stories kind of regularly right now, and I expect that to stop in an instant. And I think we're getting deep enough into the year where every year around tax time, that does start happening, where it stops. It stops. I think it's getting ready to stop. I just feel like it is. That said, okay, if you go by the Kobisi, whatever they're called, letter, who's got the tariff playbook, we're also about to enter the time where, all those tariff threats, related to Greenland and whatever. Well, I think we're already past that, but also, if that's still a factor at all in any way, we're getting close to that point where usually weeks after, it's like 4-ish weeks after, we start really getting hot. I just can't remember if that was all like taken off the board, right? No tariffs, right? I can't remember if that's where we went. Oh, also, Supreme Court back next week. I need to look this up. Next week or the week after, they gave their first date since coming back, or for when they come back from their little recess where they can give opinions. So we are getting closer to Supreme Court decision on tariffs. That might be, well, let's check. That might be next week. It might be this week. They did not say. Okay, yeah. To be real specific here. Okay, Friday the 20th. Okay, so it is this week. Wait. Hang on. Okay, so it is Friday. It's this Friday coming up. Okay, so they're back Friday. They're going to issue some opinions. They did not say they're going to have an opinion on tariffs, but it's the next possible date that they could. So we're watching this week to see if we get an announcement that they're going to have an opinion on tariffs on Friday. If so, I don't know, man. That's one of those things that could, it could really help us. It could really hurt us. Don't know yet. I still don't know if that's good or bad. I have no idea. The inflation stuff looked good, right? CPI looked good, kinda. If the tariffs are ruled illegal, does the market love that news, or does it hate it because then Trump is going to go to licenses? Don't know. Also, dude, did you guys see that? I think a very, very, very good article. I'm not done with OK Computers, but did you see this from Ray Dalio? It's a book he has, and he's putting out chapter by chapter on the timeline, and he's talking about essentially the lead up to a war. And holy shit, I've read half of it. I bookmarked it so I could read the rest, but everything happening now is part of what he's described as basically that leads us into war. It starts with a trade economic war, and then technology wars, and then geopolitical wars and capital wars, where they talk about a lot of stuff that is happening now, but especially the tariff wars, conflict over tariffs, import-export restrictions, other ways of damaging a rival economically. And then the fifth thing is war. Yeah. Feels like we're on that path. Feels like we're on that path. Also, what do I know? Just more people building on OK Computers. They look neat. I've fired mine up before, like early last year, and like dug into it. And it's cool. It's a piece of art, and then it's actually a terminal and stuff you can do. I just don't know how to do stuff with it, but they are cool. Over 100 burned. I just don't know why, but I'm watching that collection, and the biggest reason I'm watching it is money. Because like you saw the Banker Club NFTs. The Banker Club NFTs, which are official Banker bot NFTs, I believe there's 1,000 of them, ripped to 1 ETH. So I'm watching the OK Computers because of that. Because if the AI meta isn't cooked, if agents are going to start trading these things, man, I'd love to just, I'd love to know about it. Even better if I've still got mine. Even fucking better. But, you had one of these from before, and they weren't expensive. 2 weeks ago, 0.2. It's not cheap. Don't get me wrong. It's not cheap. A month ago, these were 0.1. So you had a probably 7 or 8x in these. At this point, like a 3 to 5x. That's what the space gives us here and there. So will it give us with the OK Computers? Will it give us that? Maybe 0.07 is the top, and where they're at now, 0.06, maybe that's the tippity top. Maybe that's it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. And by the way, nobody fucking knows anything. Just bet on that. Nobody knows anything. You guess. Make your best guesses. It is a cool little artsy thing. I'll say that. We'll say that. Also, NFTs suck. NFTs. No, NFTs don't suck. I love them. I love them. AI sucks. I mean, just I'm like just being real. Good AI is good. Other AI. Look, it just hallucinates so much. Look at this thing, ChatGPT. I think this is real. This would make sense. Hey, ChatGPT, I need to take my car. I need to get my car washed, and it's just 150 meters away from my home. Should I drive or take a quick walk? Since it's only 150 meters, just walk. Just walk to get your car washed, bro. The state of AI, right? People saying it's garbage are... They're wrong, but they're not wrong. You know what I mean? Grok got it right, so GG's to Grok. Okay, let's check in with Deathster. Let's have a look. I bet it's around where it was at. Yeah, 500, 600K. What's up, Atari? Good timing, bro. Oh, dude, you're going to point it at other deeds next? Come on. Love it. Okay, I like this. I like them picking up the pace here. Let me see. Okay, let me look at mutants, because right now the collections, the Deathster's pointed at mutants. How's their floor looking? Floor's flat. It's not hurting the floor. How many has Deathster bought and sold? Whoa. This thing is moving so fast. I didn't know they already moved on from mutants and they're on to Nakamigos. It's now pointed at Nakamigos. 1, 2, 3, 4. They bought 4 mutants. And we saw earlier Rarebo here got one of those mutants and he didn't sell it. So the Kong or Deathster still gets the fees because Rarebo buys it. That's the money that goes back into the treasury. Now I got to check Anon's account because I need to see what he's saying about this because I don't think he's a fan of this. Still no ETH in the treasury. Like, it's not getting enough volume to get this really moving. But look, man, the people holding the token are holders. Like, I had exited this and I bought back in and then got out again. And I've stayed out now because I don't see it bringing too many new people in. But I am definitely learning that the guys holding are holding. Like, they believe. And I get why they believe, man. I mean, crossing a mil, like getting to a 1.1, 1.2 mil market cap, which is nothing, is a 2x. I think a lot of those holders bought in around there at the top. So they probably are holding till like 2 to 3 mil. Meaning if you're in now, you've got a 3, 4, 5x, 6x. If it gets there. If it gets there. They've got that uphill battle. We talked about it yesterday. Selling like negativity is really tricky. I like the stories like Rarebo. That's a good story. That can work. As in, I got a mutant and I've wanted a mutant and I got it for 20% off. And I have the option to just dump it into bids and making money. That's a pretty good spot to be in. All while he's probably holding a token still. And that token's holding up decently. And depending where he bought in, he might be up. He might be up on token, up on his mutant. That might be Rarebo's like situation. That's pretty fucking awesome. Okay, so I already moved on from mutants, targeting Nakamigos now. Next look, man, looks like it's going to go for other deed next. If they can get volume, this will get really interesting. So let me see. I got to see. By the way, mutants took this very well. I saw on the timeline people like enjoyed it, and I'm seeing more talk like that. By the way, that Warner tweet, where was that? Like, Warner's cool. Big holder, right? Big GVC holder, whale, rich guy, right? But Henry's putting in the fucking work and it is paying off, right? Like, you can't not like Henry. He's just the best. You can't not like him. So, wins over Warner. And actually, Sammy was a big part of that too. You can't not like Sammy. Sammy's great. I've got to ask Sammy where he made his fortune. Sammy's got deep pockets. He does. Warner, I've been wanting to grab a Kong for a while. Main reason is because of my respect for Henry. Going toe-to-toe with the SEC. You know, we know the story. Warner is really nice. Really nice guy. There's some stuff I don't... Look, man, I got thoughts about GVC, not loving it the way I used to. Right? Like, Sammy had shared a message in the Kong's Discord. Like, actually, Warner was being cool, so this is not about Warner, but, like, Sammy was calling out a guy in Discord that, like hurts floors, which is, you know, it's fine to call it out, I think, and also let people play how they want to play. But he got timed out in the GVC Discord, Sammy did, for saying that, like calling this guy out, saying you're going to dump this stuff. He got timed out for it. And then Warner DM'd him and said, dude, would you sell all the rest of your GVCs for 7.25 ETH? And Sammy was like, you don't want me in GVC now? GVC is weird. Like, I loved them, and I don't dislike them, but I think there's a lot of, like, very artificial stuff going on, and very, like, you're not allowed to have any negative vibes there, or you're timed out. And it's weird. I'll say this, the vibes are very, very curated. I don't love that, but also if that's your brand and whatever, I get it. I do get it. It's a game. This whole thing is a marketing game, and they're playing the marketing game, and they're crushing at it too. But it's not like a real fucking CyberKong's just anything goes, be yourself, all that. It's not that. GVC is not that. It is very much you come here for the vibes. If you come here without the vibes or different kind of vibes, you don't belong here. That's probably a good way to sum up GVC. If you are not bringing the vibes, you're not welcome here. You know, it's weird. But it works. But anyway, pushed him over the edge. It was the story of why he purchased it, the lore, the degeneracy of it all. He's talking about Deathster. It's true. Good vibes only. And if you bring bad vibes, even if they're like well-intended and it's you defending the collect, if you bring negative vibes, you're not welcome. And I don't love that. And I don't love that some of this is happening behind the scenes in DMs. Like, bro, don't do that. Don't list this way. List it this way, because then it doesn't hurt the floor. Bro, you got timed out because you had a negative comment about this guy. Was that an accurate comment? You know? Okay, in your opinion, Atari, was the timeout justified? Because I always get it, right? Okay. So that changes things, because I'm community manager for CryptoBats, which very quiet server these days, but it wasn't always. And when you are a mod or community manager, there's sometimes you have to make a decision to just like, dude, okay, I get it, but it's been said, and you need to bring this, you need to do this on the side, do it in DMs. You know what I mean? So I get that too. If there was more to that message, then I totally get it. Like, I get that. So if that wasn't a one-time thing and he's been asked to not keep doing that there, then yeah. Then I get that. Again, because your main responsibility, actually, I'm starting to love GVC again now. Your main responsibility is to your holders and providing them a good, fun, safe, happy place. Like most projects, that's it. You want people to have a, not to sound like fucking cornbally, but safe place. Like, you can get the negative vibes everywhere else you want. Everywhere else, you get them all over X. But like, let's let this home base not be that, so I can get that. Atari's fucking awesome, by the way. Man, if I can make one more good trade this year, I'll be back in GVC. I still will, look, I still will never think of it what I did the whole prior year till I sold. You also have to realize Sammy comes in Discord, posts 25 times a day to sweep floor and buy this and that. Yes. And then dumps 15 GB. I didn't know he does that much, but also like part of the game, but also, yeah, I didn't know. So I get it then. I think I understand all around. It's a game. Everybody's playing the game their way. Sammy plays his game. The GVC team plays it their game. And then my personal thing that turned me, the thing that turned me on GVC, again, not like hate, not that, but where I lost the vibes is when I sold my vibes. This might sound so petty, right? This might sound so fucking petty. But when I sold them after really pushing, really trying to get people in, loving GBC, everything about it, loving the art, supporting. What really turned me is getting ghosted. Ultimately got a reply, but getting ghosted, trying to bring them on that big show I did with Yatsu and Yahoo Finance. And who else did I have on? Who did I have on that show? Some big names, right? And it's not about that. It's that I invited them and no reply. And even a reply that, hey, I'll get back to you, and then no reply. Didn't love that. Really didn't like them when I sold my my Vibies. Nobody said, we hope you come back. Nobody said, nice trade. We appreciate you being here all along. Nobody said, we hope you're, again, nothing. It was nothing. It was congrats to the buyer. What a grail. Nothing. Like, that might sound petty, but I thought Vibies were different that way. It was truly like celebrating the Vibies. They're all about collecting and winning and all that, but there was nothing. There was nothing. But by the way, that does help because Sammy's a trader, right? And he's a good one. I think Sammy's a good trader. But yeah, I was like, I'm trying to think of the right words. Like, just bummed. It's not even bummed. It was just I actually expected a little something, like a little. I don't know what I expected. Even not I didn't expect crickets. I didn't expect nothing. But there were no expectations too. So I don't know. It caught my attention. I'm like, weird. I just thought that was weird. And that said, I think Vibies are still a good trade. And I think they are the collection of the next generation of NFTs. I think they're kind of almost the face of NFTs. I know it's Pudgy Penguins. So I still hold GVC in that regard the best. And so because of that, I do want Instill, and I do want to hold one. I do want to trade. I would like to make money on them, and I think they have upside, but that definitely colored some stuff for me. And then also Warner's a G and Atari's a G. Like they got great fucking guys in there. So I'll be back. At some point, I'll be back. It is a great story too, dude. It's a great story. I love that. I love Warner having a Jenny Kong now. I think that's fucking awesome. There's Rarebo, by the way. So there's the mutant that Rarebo got. Funny. It's funny how when you have like a different personal attachment or story or connection to it, you might like them different. I've never liked mutants. I've never liked Bored Apes. But when somebody like Rarebo, who watches this show and is a cool guy, gets one, all of a sudden I like him a little different. All of a sudden I do. I'm like, that's pretty cool. All of a sudden I like a mutant in a different way. I don't want one. But when I see somebody that I know that gets one and he's so excited about it, then I'm excited for him. And then I got some feels. Dude, Warner has, I think, an endless supply of money. That guy crushes IRL. That guy, he's like that. When we talk about he's the 24/7 grind guy, but he does it. What were we saying? Smarter, not harder, or whatever it is. He does both. Harder, he works harder and smarter. Like that guy's dialed in. He's great. But yeah, I got a Jenny Kong. Yep. And gotta say, the Jenny Kong floor looking pretty awesome. They're at a 2 ETH floor. I mean, 2 sales away from 3 ETH floor. 6 sales from a 5 ETH floor. And here's what's so interesting and why the Death Star experiment's so interesting. Like most of these, let's say most of the other ones that are not listed, or most of them are not going to sell. Like some of these guys just fucking love them. Are just going to hold them forever. Like they've got those holders who have made their fortunes, or right. A lot of these guys are just going to keep them forever because they love them. Like mine's never going to hit the market. Now mine was a gift. So I feel like I can never sell it, but I don't want to. So this collection, 1,000 strong, well, it's 999. And I think you got a few hundred guys who are just like me. Few other guys, probably a couple, like dozens or 100 or a couple hundred just like me, who they got their one Jenny Kong and that's their Jenny Kong for life. And there's no look, you sell something like that. I would sell my Jenny Kong if these rip back to 100 ETH or 200 ETH or maybe 50 ETH, right? If they do that thing again, that's where I would be like, that's an appropriate time to sell it. But at 2 ETH, at 3 ETH, at 5 ETH, at 10 ETH, at 15 ETH, no. It's not even an option. It's not that I think it's going to get there, but crazier things could happen. And if Kongs keep doing what they're doing and they can make it out till that fantasy I have of 5 years off where things get very, very different and NFTs have a really, really wild comeback, can they do that then? I actually think so. If they can keep doing what they're doing and keep staying relevant and keep giving their community ways to win and entertainment and all that, right? They could. They can still be there and they can still cook again. They're awesome, man. They're just so awesome. What a great collection, right? Hey, there he is. There he is. Made it to the light side. Man, I love that vibey. So anyway, great seeing these. By the way, Sammy bought a grail. Sammy bought the 1-1 scuba diver, whatever fucking Jenny Kong, which I feel like was Nate Rivers. I think that was Nate Rivers, but there that is 6.66 ETH. Sammy also has some kind of infinite money glitch. Atari, where did Sammy make his fucking fortune, man? Been wanting a baby forever. Hate spending on NFTs over 0.1 now. I feel you. Besides Milady, I'm with you on Milady. Yeah. Man, I really want a Milady. Yeah, hang on. Let me double check. I think this was Nate Rivers. It's like an iconic Kong. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was Nate Rivers. Minted it 5 years ago. Can you believe about your baby for 10K? It's crazy, right? Can you believe these were 200 ETH floor ones? It's wild. Yeah, he's got so much money, dude. It's awesome. I'm going to ask him. I just am curious. He didn't have to share, of course, but I hope he does. Dude, I bought a baby for 10K before. I think I've bought a baby for 20K. I've sold a baby for probably 30 to 50K. Right? I remember I definitely sold 1 or 2 babies when they were like 17 ETH, right? They were there too. I think I sold one around 17 or 16, and I think I sold another around 12 for a while. And this is what I usually do, right? I'll just focus on a collection. I understood the baby collection very well. I understood the traits. I understood the community. It's very much like GVC, right? Atari, you know what people value. You know what's going to catch people's attention on the outside, but you know in the community what's going to catch their attention. So I focused all on baby Kongs, and I just traded them for periods like every day, right? And did well. At one point, I don't even remember how many I had at the peak. I don't know if it was, I don't even think 10, maybe 5-ish. I don't remember. But actually, let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find my baby sale. Let's see. Atari, is the stream really bad on YouTube? Oh, never mind. I think you're saying something different. Let's see. I want to find the baby sales. Can you search? Here, let's try like that. No, it's a different baby. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Was it a different wallet? To me, it's got to be a different wallet. So let's see. What wallet would that have been? It was Sock Cuck. Oh man, I don't like this. I don't like seeing the original babies I got evolved. Man, hang on. I really want to find that wallet. Hang on. Maybe it's just my second. Too many fucking wallets. It's got to just be my alt wallet. Let's try. It's probably this one. Yeah, it's probably this one. Is it that one? No, what fucking wallet is that? Okay, so then maybe it was a Henry sale because Henry and I would share for years. We just kind of shared wallets. So maybe Henry's the one who sold it at the 17 ETH. That could be. Dude, I love scrolling and looking at the old stuff. Crazy. Crypto bat for 2 ETH. What a crazy fucking world that was. A crypto bat for 2 ETH. There's all the Vibies. I love them, man. Look at that. That was like right after mint, right? 0.09. Or not after, well, right after mint, but right after reveal. 0.09, 0.09, 0.1. Had so much fun with those. There's me buying that hoodie for 0.8. It's a good trade. There's me buying this fucker for 0.69. Some nice. This was actually out of all the ones I own, this one probably looked the best. This one probably looked the best out of all of the ones I owned. That's a great fucking vibey. That's probably my favorite that I owned. Boy, I would love to fucking find that 17 ETH sale. Okay, let me get back to Anon because I want to see what Anon says about. He does not like Deathster. Why did you have a stroke? Oh, from the 4 ETH. I'm telling you, Musty. I know you hate him. I don't think you hate him. I know they're just not your thing now. But boy, I think those NFTs are very, very interesting. Yeah, dude. That pink one, headphones, Letterman jacket, awesome, awesome vibey. And Anon's right. I looked at Banker and OK Computers. Both have tripled. It is NFT time. I think it's going to end soon. I feel like it's going to end soon. Kind of, I do. Okay. Is he talking about Dester? I know he's tweeted about Dester and doesn't like it, right? I remember the thing with Musty. He does not like people gaming NFTs or shilling things that are not just the most pure fucking whatever. So when this is actually buying and selling Nakamigos, he'll have some stuff to say. I'm pretty sure. Unless he thinks like just not talking about it's the best way to fight it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, what you guys are talking about and going for grails versus floors, it's always collection specific, right? And it's still, I'll go back to the prediction. The reason I had this prediction of grails going, rares and grails and 1/1s, those prices, is knowing who those hold. It's guys like Warner and guys like Sammy and there's other guys with deeper pockets than them even, I think, right? Casual collector. There's some guys with some deep pockets in GVC, and that's why this was easy to predict that the rares are worth playing, like so worth playing because knowing who's in there. It's such a great collection. Really is. Really, really, really is. Really is. Man, I do want another Nakamigo, though. I can't lie. I really do. I really want a Nakamigo. Because I'm worried that everything's going to come to a screeching halt. By the way, I love guys, I have the best looking baby in the collection. This is the best baby. in the CyberKongs collection. I will never upgrade him, right? I'm never going to evolve him. Ever. I will never evolve him. He is the best looking baby in the collection and always will be. It's the cutest baby. It's not even close. V1 punks are a hell of a play too. Yeah. DGMD, Weitzman now. Yep. Atari, are you fucking with me, dude? Atari, you're fucking with me, man, right? Are you setting me up? Atari, are you setting me up right now? I can't thank you enough if you are. Thank you, sir. I can't tell, guys, is Atari fucking with me or is he not tuned in enough to catch what he's about to get? Please, please, please. I can't wait to hear. I can't fucking wait to hear. Atari, thank you so much, dude. This is so good. Oh, I can't wait. The evolution thing. Okay. CyberKongs have a newer thing when they moved from banana to the Kong token. You now can spend Kong. I can't remember how much. It's a good chunk, but you spend Kong to evolve your baby, and they have like seasonal traits. And when you evolve them, you have to have an evolved baby to get access to Wall Street Kongs, or you can buy a Wall Street Kong like monthly pass. You spend Kong to get in. But the only other way to get in Wall Street Kongs is with a baby that's evolved or a Jenny Kong. Jenny Kong, you don't have to evolve because they can't, but Jenny Kong gets you in, an evolved baby gets you in. If you have a normal unevolved baby, okay, Atari, fuck, man. How do you get Kong token? You swap it. It's an ETH token, right? So you just find it on a DEX. You can go to the CyberKongs website and find it too. You motherfuckers. I was hoping that was real because I was going to do it. I was hoping it was real. Funny enough, I've never gotten deep into the Nakamigos one, though. I'm not going to because I'm not sure I believe it. Like, I want to believe it, and that's kind of enough for me. But I don't know if I actually believe it. I want it to be true. But God damn, it's a beautiful baby. And I really like the Nakamigos. And here's some, it's not alpha because I think you guys know. There's going to be a day where a lot of money NFTs are worth a lot of money. Just that simple. There is a day where that's going to happen. His 1/1s are already like way out of my league. Like his 1/1s are multiple ETH, right? But he's got some additions out there that are also, they are actually 1/1s like this collection here. From, God, what was the marketplace? What the fuck was that marketplace? I totally forget. God, I'm telling you, I need this creatine to kick in. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. I meant for free. How do I get Kong token from your baby? And so you get Kong seasonally, I believe, from a Genesis Kong. You do not get it from a baby, right? So babies and VXs used to generate like those charms, right? Maybe VXs didn't, but babies generated charms when, the play and collect game. Babies don't generate anything now. VXs don't generate stuff. Genesis Kongs do generate Kong, I think, still. I think there's like a seasonal distribution. But dude, a lot of money's NFTs will be worth something one day. Like a lot. And they're pretty decent now, but they will do pretty fucking good. And this collection right here, it's 1,000 editions. Every single one's unique. 0.36 floor. Those will do well. Those will do pretty well. It wasn't rareable or super rare. It was, man, Xcopy released something here. A lot of those, like, bigger ETH guys had dropped stuff here. I could just go to the contract. Oh, wait, it'll be here, I think. Wish I could remember, dude. Oh, yeah, async art. Remember async art? Async art, which I do not think is live anymore, right? So this was minted on async. Again, 1,000 editions, but each 1/1. They're not going to cook now. They probably don't cook for years, but he's such a in the crypto art space, he's just like one of those pioneer guys. He just was. He's like just highly, highly, highly regarded, very well loved. Passed away a few years back from cancer. And dude, his art was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. We got the Modest Mint coming up this week in 4 days. So Thursday. On Thursday, Death and Taxes, which will be a lot of fun. If the market's hot this week, that'll do very well. If the market's like it is now, I think it'll mint out. It'll definitely mint out. It will do fine. I think you'll be even, if not up a little bit. I don't think it's going to go from 0.0 whatever mint to like 0.1, but it could. It could. That would nothing that collection does will shock me. The only thing that'll shock me with that collection is if it goes to zero. That would shock me. If that collection comes out and the NFTs are under mint or like well under mint, like zero, that'll shock me. That's not going to happen. But otherwise, I think it's going to be pretty fun. Pendulum's looking good too. I'm just saying, man, there's been a lot of plays in NFTs. A lot. These minted at 0.05. Selling for 0.15, 0.3, 0.19, 0.55, 0.4, 0.44, 1 ETH, 0.39, 0.4. There's a lot, and this is not like, these are not outdated sales. There is a lot of action in NFTs. There's a lot. There's some really good reason to be paying attention to it, especially if you're like me and it's the pace of NFTs that you like. It's it's a bit slower. I think it's easier to pick and choose your spots, and it's easier to just sit and wait the, few days or the few weeks or the few months. It's just, I think the wins on NFTs are easier. I can even tie it to mines. I like mine so much because the pace is just more enjoyable. Well, I think NFTs, the pace is more enjoyable too for the trading. I think it's easier to spot the good shit. But there's been a lot of really, really like decent to good shit. A lot of things that you can make money on. Some of it's there for a day. Some of it's there over, weeks, over months. I don't know. God, I love V1s. I almost sold my V1. You know that? I almost sold my V1 when I was trying to lock in that X copy. Almost sold my V1. I'm glad I didn't because I will always FOMO over a V1. Want to grab 5 Nakas. Well, I mean, Musty, you root for Deathster because if Deathster can really catch, maybe it can lower that Nakamigo floor, right? I mean, they're going to start. You will see some Nakamigos sell for 20% less. Now they're going to go to Kong stakers, but you're going to see them. You're going to see some Nakamigos, a few moving. This isn't enough. Like, this just isn't enough. Oh, they're starting. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's been 5 already. They've had 5 already. And they're getting close to their 6th. If this one can get some traction, that would be really interesting. That'd be really interesting if they can start getting traction and actually lowering that floor price. I know people don't love that. I get it all. But if you're looking to get a Nakamigo, Musty is, I would love one. If you could get this floor price down to 0.08, I think you're going to have some buyers. I probably will be one of them. This is where this will really shine. And when that happens, if that happens, this to me is not a when, it's an if. But if that happens, this token's got a lot of upside. If you repackage that messaging of going to kill your floor to giving collectors opportunities, which is what they're saying too, right? But if that can be like what the crypto Twitter normies, collectors, whatever we call them, if they can latch onto that message, then awesome. They're getting close to a quarter of the Deathster supply burned. Wow. Again, that's the thing that could also work against them too. Could, but that chart does not look bad. That chart does not look bad. It doesn't have much volume though. It's the only problem, but I'm surprised at how well guys are holding. I may be getting closer to buy. If this dumped right now and it dropped to like a 400K market cap, I might buy like half an ETH worth. It's not bad. So yeah, watch Nakamigos maybe for an entry. How close? Yeah, again, pretty close. They're probably like a one good buy, Duster buy away from another Nakamigo. It's got to go faster, dude. It's got to go way faster to really get this thing working. But it works. It does work. It does. Oh, yeah. Let me show this too. Hang on. Our bro Mike Bennett has got a collection. Well, not a collection. He's got something launching on virtuals. I think today. It's I think it's this right here. Our own Mike Bennett with a virtuals launch coming up in 6 hours. It's not a 60-day launch either. It's a real deal fucking launch. Mike Bennett. Okay, let me play this. Let me get the audio going. Because I'm kind of curious. Kind of curious what he's cooking.
Morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here to show you how to use Crawdaddy scan in order to scan your GitHub repos for vulnerabilities, especially of the quantum type. So if you go to the link here, we can show you the web page, which will give you all the instructions for it. The cheapest way to do this is through Telegram, which is free. If you go through Malt Launch, you'll have to pay a small fee of $2. So this is the block. This is the bot on Telegram, Block Dev Bot.
Scanning GitHub repos.
You open your Telegram to send this scan command with you.
Okay. Clones the repo, analyzes every file, delivers a full vulnerability report, inline summary, shareable GIST link, and downloadable MD right into the chat.
Or get and so that to you now.
I'm not a dev, so I don't know the why. I mean, okay, I get making sure you're installing or using safe services for your agent. And we saw like the biggest malicious fucking thingy. Oh, dude, look at that. Okay, now Rarebo won again. So Rarebo got the mutant yesterday, 20% off, can dump it right into bids. Now he got a Nakamigo that he can do the exact same thing. How fucking cool is that, man?
Oh.
How much Death Star do you got staked, Rarebo?
A file to save right here.
So you get a score. I don't know what quantum readiness is, like quantum proof.
But it gives you all and some more information as far as next.
Pretty fucking interesting. 42. Holy shit. All right. So Rarebo's got 42 entries into the raffle then. You have 42 mil?
Steps.
Holy shit, dude. You got more than Sammy, unless Sammy's bought more. 42. So Rarebo has 42 entries into the raffle. He's going to win a bunch of these. That is awesome, dude. So win on that. Flip the NFTs. Hopefully token price keeps going up. That is so badass, dude. So these are selling for 0.09, 0.09, 0.09, 0.1, 0.1, and so beautiful. And can sell them right here. And I think there's no fees on these for 0.124. Put it on the floor or accept offer. Fucking awesome, dude. I love that. 42 mil. It's a good fucking bag. It's awesome, man. Real cool. Real fucking, that's awesome. Very happy for you, man. I'm telling you, Rarebo, I don't know if you were here 15 minutes ago, but I was like, I don't love mutants. But when somebody I know gets one and is excited for it, it makes me like them. It's funny just how the like attachment, you know, like it's funny how you can kind of start liking something when you've got a more personal story or connection or whatever to it, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's real cool, man. It's real cool. Good for you. That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna end it there. I need to look. This is good. Maybe Mugenics is great because I'm not gonna let myself play it till I post a bunch today about Swarm. Post my ass off about Swarm. You know. So I'm gonna go post my ass off about Swarm, and then play Mugenics if I do a good enough job. Got bullish in your live space with Henry the other. Oh, dude, that's so cool. That is so cool to hear. Did you get an early rare bow? I'm like, we don't have to talk dollar amounts, but I hope you got that 42 mil cheap. Because otherwise, I just didn't know. Rarebo might be another one of our good whale friends in the chat. He might be like, Rarebo might be another Sammy, and I didn't know. And you're rocking the mutant too, dude. That is so cool. Look, wins like that and success stories like that, like you're having right now, will fuel this thing. This really, really can catch. If Henry keeps doing what he's doing, just getting out there and being Henry, and people liking him and getting his motive for doing this, like chaos, yes, but also experiment, fun, then this really, this could be, you've seen these other strategy tokens. 5 mil isn't crazy. 10 mil isn't crazy. 20 mil isn't crazy. It's not crazy. Can they do it? We'll see. But good for Rarebo. That's fucking awesome. Look at that. I love seeing those stories pop up. Discounted mutant apes trending story. How fucking cool is that? I just don't want to bet against Henry, or Kongs ever. Entered 12 minutes into. Oh, so dude, you got it cheap then. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna do a rough estimate. Okay. Then you got your bag for about half an ETH, maybe a little more, like 0.6, 0.7 ETH. How'd I do with the math? Somewhere from 0.5 to 0.7. How's my math? Mike, I'll show it tomorrow too. I'll show it more. I'm gonna dive more into it. But Mike's fucking awesome, and I like seeing you guys cooking. 1.3. Okay, a little higher, but that makes sense then, because you buying more pushes the price up a little more. The math I'm trying to do is right. I got 8 mil tokens, spending 0.1. And I got in right around that time. 10, 11, 12 minutes in. So 1.3 ETH. I bet you, and he's up big right now, dude, because right then the market cap was like 3 to 5K. So Rarebo's up big in token price. And now he's winning on the NFTs. That is fucking awesome, dude. Your 1.3 sold some, had 48. If you didn't sell, your 1.3 would probably be worth what, like 15 ETH right now? Something like that. I don't know. It would be a lot. It might be more than that. It could be like 20. I don't know. I'm not great at math, but 15 to 20 ETH. It could be more. Like, I'm really not good at math, but like, that's fucking awesome. Fucking G's, man. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna boogie. Fun stream. Fun fucking stream. I'm gonna show you guys those flowers later. I gotta show those. They're ridiculous. I hope your day is awesome, guys. Swarm. Fucking swarm. Just swarm. Check out Mike Bennett's project here. Go to virtuals. I'll drop it in the chat, actually. Check out Mike's project. Support our boy. Share a tweet if you got a tweet. Mike, I got to see a tweet out there from you about it. I'll share it. And yeah, dude, check it out. Virtuals is getting kind of hot again, so peek at that. 6.5 hours off. Go check out Ethos Swarm token mines. Yatsu tweeting about it, showing it, using it. Very interesting skills people are building. Very, very cool shit. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I might stream Eugenics later. We'll see. We'll see you guys. Goodbye. Peace.